Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's Scott Street Just here, welcome back to my channel. We're back with the reaction to The Walking Dead. This is the final season, season 11, episode 14, The Rotten Core. And I actually looked up this episode title on Wikipedia. I have it in front of me here, but I'm a little bit worried now since I've looked it up because they don't have episodes 15 or 16 listed. And usually Wikipedia is really good at listing these episodes a few weeks ahead of time. So I don't know if this is the last episode we're going to get before they go on break, and maybe it comes back with part C for the final 10 episodes. But if it is, then my expectations for this episode were raised even more because I really enjoyed that last episode. It was probably my favorite one since the mid-season premiere. They really upped the stakes quite a bit. And it was kind of an awkward place where they ended the episode also because it looked like a lot of action was right about to pop off and then it just ended. But I'm really interested in finding out more about Negan's people, where he's been at, and I guess just what he's been up to and how he came across them. I don't know if we're going to get a flashback episode or if we're just going to jump right into the action. Either way, I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, if you guys are looking for my full reactions to the show, the link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go. I'm guessing these are the people that were thrown off the roof. Ugh. Look at their bodies just laying there. They're coming back to life. Forgot what show we were watching there for a second. One episode, and Carlson is already such a good villain.
Open range. Do you copy?
Copy open range. Status?
Location secured, brother.
Maggie. What a gangster soldier she's become. Hear that music playing? They're gonna cut away. Don't cut away. There it is.
Daryl.
Hi.
Hey.
I was just looking for you. You want to have lunch later?
Yeah. Noon at the diner?
It's a date.
Ooh. People online are gonna be going crazy about that. I personally like the relationship is just like brother sister pretty much at this point.
You see, the problem that most people have is that they start to panic. But when I'm around the Rotters, my heart rate actually goes down. Dixon's seen it.
Oh yeah. It's good stuff.
Hey, Dixon. Espinosa.
Stop.
Swarm's been spotted near the north perimeter. We've been assigned to check it out.
I'm glad we're getting back to this. This is the good stuff with the episode right here. The way it's being filmed too, like close quarters.
One more step.
Fuck.
You die.
Oh no, she's good. Where's Negan?
How are you?
Her name is Maggie.
Let's put our shit back in our pants and zip up. That one?
He just lights up a room every time he walks in.
Hey, kiddo.
What are you doing here?
We live here.
Did your people steal their guns?
Family.
Hijack that convoy? No.
You sure about that?
I am really sick of him asking me this.
Something wrong. Your boss had skulls on his bookcase, so yeah, I'm inclined to call bullshit.
We didn't do it.
Yeah, then who did?
It doesn't matter. Sweep each foot for whoever's left and find a way out together.
These guys are
There it
sketchy.
is.
Somebody else.
There is no one else.
You want four of us to take all that out?
You aren't going to take them out. You're going to go through them.
This is a joke, right?
No, sweetie, it isn't.
Yo, I hate this
All
kid.
right, look, my bitch mother has cut off my line of credit, so I need to come up with creative ways to support my lifestyle. Now, there's a solar generator in the garage that you can go through.
No, we ain't doing it.
Yes, you are.
What?
Yeah, what are you gonna do, punk?
Hey, how are your kids doing? Your little one, he just jumped 2 grades, right? And Coco, is she walking?
Kill him.
Hey.
You threaten our kids one more time. Good.
Hey, I'm just saying that I can make their life easier.
Or you can make them both orphans.
Walker's like scouting him like. Usually in a situation like this, I'd be like, you want to stare them down. Not in this case. I would not want to make eye contact with them or whatever remains in their skulls.
Over here.
New power for the block.
This feels like Far Cry 5. Generators! Gotta put on the power first. We got someone alive in there.
The money is in here, but I'm the only one that's left. Please don't leave me.
No.
Don't leave me. I've been in here so long, please.
No. We won't.
You stay with her. We'll find a generator.
This is
All right, just
crazy.
hang on, okay? You left without saying a word.
These two, it's like father-daughter.
Because I gave a shit. How'd you find them? And your... What is she to you?
You're married?
It's crazy, right?
She put a ring on it.
The place we're living now is different from any place we've ever seen.
No, it isn't. They just want to swallow up other communities. They're like the Whisperers. They just wear different masks.
Bars, Lydia.
Hey, is Maggie still with you?
She is.
Hi, look. I just,
Stop worrying. I'll see you soon.
I don't think Maggie would do eye for an eye, take out his wife. He took out her husband, Glenn.
Sit.
Oh, fuck. Herschel.
Affirmative.
There you go. He knows who he is.
Ginger, 12 weeks. Give or take.
Yo, it's been that long.
What do you want me telling you?
And Negan's gonna be a father. Yo.
I'm here.
I found someone. Maggie's son.
He's safe for now, though. Yo, this is so crazy. It's like little Carl.
I'm coming to you.
You stay with Annie.
If anything happens to you,
It'll have to happen to me first.
Hell yeah. Brought a tear to my eye, yo. Negan has redeemed himself in my eyes.
My mom told me to stay away from you. I just think she'll like you.
Whew. Here we go.
Are you a bad man?
Look, kid,
Yo.
My mom told me a bad man killed my dad. It was you, wasn't it?
Shivers, chills. Herschel put the gun down.
I know you want to pull that trigger, and I don't blame you. The thing is, if you do, the bad people are gonna know where we're hiding. Maybe I deserve to die for what I did to your dad. These people here, they don't.
Best Herschel scene we've gotten yet. Holy shit. Just woke him up. A little bit of a strobe lighting scene. Crazy. This legit feels like a video game right now. Like this whole side mission. This errand that he's on.
All right, we're coming in.
She better not attack.
Okay, okay.
Don't close the door.
It's safe. It's right there.
No! Shit is hitting the fan right now. Backup has arrived. There he is.
You know where we were?
No, you didn't show up for lunch, so I got first.
Nice.
How many more rounds you got?
Maybe 10.
I'm more walkers out there than that.
Got up. There we go.
Gotta cover yourselves. I would put on my face though. Carol's pretty brave right now. Rosita too. Don't let anyone eat that pretty face. Please. She caught one. No. There goes the armor. All the ammo. They didn't even make it out of the house. I feel like he's better with that anyway. Oh, she got ripped open right quick. Even with the armor. No, she sucked.
Stop! Drop it!
Fuck. He already tried to kill Aaron once.
Huh? He's turning on me, on the Commonwealth, for what? Some tenement warlord and all these thieving followers?
There we go. Throw Carlson off the roof. You underestimated our people.
Okay. Oh, okay. Things just got a little out of hand. We all just need to
Yes, Aaron.
take a breath, right? Listen, we just need to talk things.
Oh! No, he might have got the worst. Survived the shots and the fall. Oh! I kind kind of like that he was like a villain for 2 episodes. Ooh. Is that Rosita?
Used to help back there.
I think Mercer's going to switch sides.
Maybe 40. Hey, at least I'm coming home with the shots.
Welcome to the squad, Mercer. You're one of us now.
There they are. Congrats, guys. We did it.
You didn't do shit.
I am so glad that we're friends again.
The stairs. The death stairs.
You and we have some unfinished business, no way. You go back with your mom. Help her rebuild your home. In a few years, when you've grown up a bit, come find me. And I promise you, we will settle it.
I don't think he's going to forget this conversation. That's definitely going to come back. Maggie walking right into, seeing them interact.
What did he say to you?
Oh, it's over some guns.
If Ian didn't steal the weapons, who did?
2 weeks ago. These damn time jumps in this show, I tell you. Alright, at least they're going to show us what actually happened. I'm still not a fan of the time jumps for anybody that's wondering. Abby? Leah. Yo, she packed on some muscle there. God damn, the episode ended. Alright, there was a preview right away, so I think we might be getting an episode next week. I guess we'll have to wait and see. If you guys see me react to an episode next week, then clearly episode 15 and 16 are still part of part B for this season. But whew, let me just get set up here because kind of catch my thoughts a little bit, catch my breath, because that episode was absolutely incredible. I freaking loved it. What an incredible episode. I think I'm going to say something crazy here. Some people might agree, some people might not agree with what I'm about to say, but I think this was the best episode of the final season of The Walking Dead so far. I'm just throwing it out there. Whether you guys agree or not, let me know in the comments down below, but I'm just throwing that out there. So yeah, I freaking loved everything about this episode. There's a lot to go over. I think Negan's girl, if I remember her name correctly, is Annie. I definitely want to talk about Negan and Annie, Maggie and Annie, Herschel and Negan. Like the 4 of them this episode, there were some powerful scenes that I loved. And then seeing the stuff with Carlson too, he was such a great villain for like a 2-episode like mini arc. He was perfect. I wish the show did this more often. I feel like whenever they introduced a villain, it was either for a season or 2 at a time. It was never just like mini villains or like mini bosses, which we pretty much got these past 2 episodes with Carlson. And I don't know who that actor is, but he played the role and the part perfectly. Job well done to him, because he kind of stole the show for the 2 episodes that he was in. He was the perfect villain for it. But yeah, let's go back a little bit, because there were some big reveals this episode. First, there were some signs at first. I was like, wait a second, is Negan actually with this girl? And I don't know how much time has passed, but I think it was said at some point 12 weeks. Or, yeah, I can't remember what scene it was actually said in, but I think it was roughly 12 weeks it's been. So that gives more than enough time for Negan to be on his own, find someone, find a group, find a girl, build a connection with the girl, knock her up, and now she's, I guess, like, I don't know when exactly met her, but at least 10 weeks pregnant, I would say. That is so crazy. Negan is going to be a father with Annie. We've never even met this character before, but I'm kind of okay with it. Like, you think for a character like that, if he's going to have like a love relationship or some type of relationship, like there were some signs earlier this season where I was getting a little bit scared. I was like, please tell me they're not actually going to go through with this. I was a little bit worried that they were actually going to hook up Negan with Maggie. I think it was episode 7. I could be wrong about that, but it was in the first half, part A of this final season, where they gave some signs where they really made it look like Negan and Maggie were going to become a thing. And thank God that did not happen, because I swear to God, there was a scene where they gave each other a look, and as soon as they gave the look, I'm pretty sure I said it too in the reaction, and I was like, no, they're not doing this. Please tell me they're not going that route. So thankfully, with the introduction of this new girl, Annie, they are definitely not going that route. But one thing immediately I have to bring up, because I really wish they never would have announced that show, that spin-off show with Negan and Maggie, because knowing that now exists, he's now going to survive the show, Maggie's now going to survive the show, but the question now is, what happens to Annie? Like, if they're going to go to New York, which is, I guess, the entire premise of this spin-off show between Negan and Maggie, it all takes place in New York, and they're, what, in Atlanta or on the outskirts of that, Georgia or whatever. I don't even know where they are. I think they got to be close to Washington, too, right? Because that's where, if I remember correctly, they were on that trip from Eugene. They started going on that path, and that's how they came across Alexandria. Man, it's been so long. We're in season 11. You got to remember, there's a lot of things that I forget, but... So clearly, if they do go away, go that far from where they currently are to New York for the spin-off show, there's got to be a reason, like, especially if she's pregnant now with this child, soon-to-be father Negan, why would he just leave? Unless there's CRM involvement, because I have heard some theories already online about some type of involvement with Rick. Maybe they hear about his whereabouts, that he's alive, but why would Negan go after him unless maybe they kidnap Annie? That could be part of the premise. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. It's just that now knowing that show exists, these random thoughts, they're already going through my head, so I'm thinking about the possibilities. What could actually go down? What would be the reasoning for them actually leaving where they currently are at to proceed with the spin-off show? So yeah, I really don't know what the case is going to be, but I kind of like this Annie character already. Like, it seems believable. Like, sometimes when these characters are just introduced, and that's what the other thing I was saying too about Negan, knowing him for so long, you think it'd be another major character that he actually hooks up with, aside from Maggie, if they were going to actually pair him up with someone. And I'm actually okay with this, that this character that we've never even met before, she just shows up and they have a thing. It didn't work for me with Leah, who's now coming back at the very end. It's coming back, it looks like it's going to come back to bite Daryl in the ass because he let her live when he let her walk away. And of course, Leah, I've never been a fan of her character. The relationship with Daryl never worked for me. The fact that she is back, the only thing that I'm happy about that for is that she's probably going to be a villain now, maybe for the next couple episodes, this new mini-boss. Fingers crossed. I don't want her in part C of this final season. If she is, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed, but whatever. But if she's the mini-boss for these next couple episodes 15 and 16, before we go into part C and before we go on break before coming back for part C, then I would actually be really happy about that. So yeah, I'm glad she's back now, just so we can hopefully take her out. But I feel like she's going to do more damage than just taking out a couple random Commonwealth guys, because if she's coming back and Daryl, I don't know, I just feel like Daryl's actions, there's going to be some consequences for Daryl's actions and letting her live. I could be wrong about that, but that is a prediction of mine. Man, if he kills someone, or if she kills someone, I don't know who she could possibly kill. I'll be upset if it's Rosita. That would kill me. But speaking of Rosita and Daryl, I really enjoyed their stuff this episode too. That's another reason why I really like this episode, aside from the reveals, going back and forth. It wasn't just focused on one group. We got to see the Commonwealth stuff with the side mission, and it really felt like a video game. Like, it legit reminded me of Far Cry 5, like going to the safe house and then trying to get into the safe room or the panic room where all the money is, and then you got to turn on the generators first because it's locked behind doors. There's no power. That legit was straight out of a video game. Like the entire side quest, the whole mission, which made me like it even more, which is kind of funny because sometimes when they introduce these random like one-off episodes or these random like missions for an episode, and it's not so much affecting like the overall arc or the story, sometimes, I don't know, it's just like, nothing serious is going to happen from it, so it's just like a write-off or like a filler episode. But I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because of the video game influence that I felt. I really enjoyed this episode, and yeah, maybe it was because of the people involved too. Rosita, Daryl just doing their thing, then Mercer coming in to actually help them with Carol. That was pretty cool. And then Mercer taking out those two guards that were with Sebastian. Looks like Mercer's full on a member of our squad now, which I'm super happy about. The only thing that I was maybe holding against Mercer was that he's with my girl Princess, but that's all right. He's a good guy, so I'm now okay with those two being together. But with him now working with Daryl, I do like their friendship. He's bonded with Daryl a little bit. Going back a couple episodes, we did see the start of that. So yeah, I'm definitely loving everything that's going on in the season now. There's a lot of stuff that we kind of had to get out of the way, like the imposter Stephanie stuff. They kind of dragged that on a little bit too long, but I'm glad that we're done with that. We didn't even get any Eugene in this episode, which is pretty interesting because every time there's been Commonwealth involvement, he's been a major part of it. So yeah, give him a break because he needs a break, and I feel like the episode paid off more from it. But major props to the actor that played Carlson. Major props to Annie, I think it is. Apologies if I'm getting her name wrong. I'm pretty sure it is Annie, though. Negan's girl, because hey, she's just come on the scene, and I'm already 100% behind her and Negan's relationship and them now being married. That kind of threw me for a loop, and then the pregnancy afterwards, man, the reveals. But the last thing I really want to talk about before I kind of wrap up this whole thing is Herschel and Negan. Those scenes where once it was revealed, or Negan was having that conversation with Herschel that he is a bad man. I guess, the other thing too is Herschel, he straight pulled a Carl. He stuck on the back of a van or something. Then that's how he showed up there, then got captured. Carl. R.I.P. to Carl as well, man. I miss that kid. But yeah, Herschel just showing up there, being with Negan in that room, that scene. That was probably the best Herschel scene that we've gotten yet. Because finding out that he is the man that killed his father. The way that he said, he's like, you're a bad man, after Negan admitted it. He's like, my mother said that a bad man killed my father. Are you him? Excuse me. That whole scene was absolutely phenomenal. I was like on the edge of my seat for it, because when he pulled out the gun, I was not ready for that. But the Negan talking him down too, like, that was so freaking good. I loved it. This episode, the reveals, that powerful scene, man. It might just be the best episode of the final season so far. Guys, definitely let me know if you guys agree with me or not. I know you guys might be saying, hey, you're crazy. There's way better episodes than that. But for me, I don't know. It was banging. It was hitting on all levels. And then even the final payoff with Carlson, I really enjoyed also. I kind of already went over the Carlson stuff, but just the fact that Aaron went on the roof and shot him afterwards and didn't go for a simple headshot. Shot him off the roof with the chest protector, which basically saved his life because the bullets didn't kill him. And then when he hit the ground, that saved his life. And he was like paralyzed at that point. And he was left there. That was like sweet street justice right there as well. Just being left there to be eaten alive by the people that he kicked off the roof, that came back to life afterwards, after he killed them. Man, perfection Walking Dead. You guys don't always get it right with this show. This episode, and that scene especially, you guys got it right. I freaking loved it. That was so freaking awesome to watch. It's like, it was so rewarding. As messed up as that is, like, watching this guy, this freaking badass, or I should say, I don't want to give him too much credit, because he did have some cool scenes as a CIA agent, but he was still a freaking dick. Like, he was murdering innocent people. So I don't want to give him too much credit, but this complete dick badass, I guess you could say. Sweet, sweet justice. Like, whew, I couldn't ask for anything more. Like, the payoff for that, his death was one of the sweetest things I've ever seen in this show. But watching that go down, then seeing him ripped apart, I know it sounds so messed up and morbid, but this is the Walking Dead that we're dealing with. If you're not this morbid 11 seasons in, then what are you doing with your lives? But yeah, I freaking love this episode, guys. I really hope this isn't the last one of the season. I'm sure I could actually Google it, a part B, and find out that there is an episode next week. But if there is, don't you worry, I will be back for it. I'm pretty sure that we're getting 8, 8, and 8. I just don't know why it's not listed on Wikipedia right now, because up until this point, like when I was on episode 10, they had episode 14 listed, and it's still not listed right now, but I'll save. I was about to look it up. I'll save that for later, but I think I'm going to end it there, guys. Definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys can like, subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. Till next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit, well, I'm not the one to be yo-yoing with.